Let's start with a question almost everyone asks at some point. How much money do you actually need to retire comfortably? Not just survive, not just scrape by, but live comfortably, travel occasionally, enjoy hobbies, and never worry about paying your bills. For decades, people heard simple answers like $1 million, $2 million. Save as much as possible, but the truth is more complicated and more interesting. Because when we look at real data from the United States and Canada, a clearer picture starts to emerge. And the numbers might surprise you. The magic number most people aim for. Recent financial surveys show that many Americans believe they need around $1.26 million saved to retire comfortably. That number has become what many experts call the retirement magic number. But here's the important part. That figure is just an average. Some people can retire comfortably with less. Others may need far more. Because retirement costs depend on three main factors: where you live, your lifestyle, and how long you expect to live after retiring. Still, the $1.2–1.5 million range has become the common benchmark across North America, and Canada tells a similar story. Many Canadians believe they'll need about $1.4 million to $1.5 million for a comfortable retirement. So across both countries, the general target lands somewhere around $1.3 million to $1.5 million. But what does that actually mean in terms of monthly income? Let's break it down. The 4% rule, the math behind retirement. One of the most widely used retirement guidelines is called the 4% rule. Here's how it works. The idea is simple. If you withdraw about 4% of your investment portfolio each year, your money has a high chance of lasting 30 years or more. So let's run the numbers. If you have $1 million saved, you could withdraw about $40,000 per year. That equals about $3,300 per month. Now let's look at $1.5 million. With the same rule, 4% withdrawal luck $60,000 per year. That equals roughly $5,000 per month. And remember, this usually does not include government benefits like Social Security in the US or CPP in Canada. So many retirees actually receive additional income on top of this. That's why the $1 million range tends to work for many households. But lifestyle makes a huge difference. The cost of retirement by location, where you live, can dramatically change the retirement number. For example, some U.S. states require over $3 million to maintain a comfortable lifestyle for retirement. Places like Hawaii, California, Massachusetts. These areas have extremely high living costs. Meanwhile, in lower-cost states like Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, you may need closer to $1.3 million for a comfortable retirement. That's a difference of nearly $2 million depending on where you live. Which means the retirement number isn't really one number. It's more like a range based on geography and lifestyle. What comfortable retirement actually means. So what does comfortable retirement actually include? Financial planners often estimate retirees need about 60 to 80% of their pre-retirement income. Why less than 100%? Because many expenses disappear after retirement. No commuting costs, no work clothing. Mortgage may be paid off. Retirement savings contributions stop, but other expenses often increase. Especially healthcare, travel, leisure activities, supporting family members. So retirement spending shifts rather than disappears. A person earning $80,000 per year before retirement might need around $50,000 to $60,000 annually in retirement income, which lines up almost perfectly with the $1.3 to $1.5 million retirement target. The reality: most people are far behind. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. While the target may be over $1 million, the average savings for many people is far lower, For Americans aged 65 to 74, median retirement savings are only around $200,000. That's a massive gap. It's one reason why many retirees rely on a combination of Social Security, personal savings, part-time work, family support. And for some people, retirement doesn't mean completely stopping work anymore. Instead, it becomes semi-retirement. Working fewer hours but still generating income. Why retirement numbers keep rising? Another important trend is inflation. Over the last 20 years, retirement estimates have increased dramatically. For example, some Canadian surveys showed retirement targets rising from around $447,000 in 2005 to over $1 million today. That's more than double in 2 decades. The reasons include higher housing costs, longer life expectancy, healthcare inflation, increased lifestyle expectations. People today often live 20 to 30 years after retirement, which means retirement savings must last far longer than they did for previous generations. A simple way to estimate your retirement number. If you want a quick way to estimate your personal retirement target, try this simple formula. Step 1. Estimate your desired yearly retirement spending. For example, $60,000 per year. Step 2. Multiply that by 25. This comes from the 4% rule, so $60,000 25 less $1.5 million. That becomes your approximate retirement target. If you want $40,000 per year, $40,025 less $1 million. If you want $80,000 per year, $80,025 $2 million. This quick rule gives you a rough but useful estimate. 3 things that can lower your retirement number. The good news? You might not need as much money as you think. 3 factors can significantly reduce the required amount. 1. Government benefits. Programs like Social Security or CPP provide income in retirement. For many retirees, this can cover $1,500 to $3,000 per month. That alone reduces how much you must withdraw from savings. 2. Paid-off housing. Housing is the biggest expense for most people. If your mortgage is paid off before retirement, your monthly spending drops dramatically. Many retirees who own their homes outright need far less income. 3. Lower cost locations. Some retirees relocate to lower-cost cities or states. Moving from an expensive city to a cheaper area can reduce expenses by 30 to 50%, which means the same retirement savings can last much longer. The most important retirement strategy. If there's one lesson financial experts repeat constantly, it's this: start early. Time is the most powerful factor in building retirement wealth. For example, if someone invests $500 per month starting at age 25 with average market returns, they could accumulate over $1 million by retirement. But if they wait until age 40 to start, they may end up with less than half that amount. The difference isn't contribution size, it's time and compounding. The bottom line. So how much do you actually need to retire comfortably in North America? For many households, the realistic range is roughly $1.3 million to $1.5 million in retirement savings. That amount can potentially generate $50,000 to $60,000 per year in retirement income, enough for many people to live comfortably. But the real number depends on your lifestyle, your location, your retirement age, and your spending habits. The most important thing is not chasing a perfect number. It's building a consistent saving and investing habit over time. Because retirement isn't about hitting one magical target. It's about creating financial freedom for the rest of your life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more real numbers on investing, retirement, and personal finance. And tell us in the comments, what do you think the real retirement number should be today? 1 million? 2 million? Or something completely different? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And we'll see you in the next video.